video I'm going to try to tell you how to sharpen a kitchen knife. I've been sharpening knives since I was probably 8 years old, which is 32 years ago. So I'm going to first go over the things that we're going to use to sharpen with and some basics on technique and how to do it. The first thing you need is a sharpening stone, and what I'm going to use here is a Norton combination India stone, which is probably an $8 stone. It's got fine India on one side and coarse on the other. They make this stone in different sizes. This one I actually got for free, and I've been using it for several years. I've got a bench stone size of this also, which I've used for a long time. You can also buy Arkansas stones, and there's a million different types of oil stones and water stones that you can buy, or diamond, but this is a really cheap way to do it, and I'm all about cheap. So the next thing that we use is a strop, which this is a piece of wood with a piece of leather, like from an old belt, glued to it. So very low tech, made out of recycled materials. And we're going to use some vegetable oil. So we probably have $10 and everything here, maybe at the most. So let me move my camera. Now you can stare at my manly chest. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our knife and we're going to start on the coarse side of the stone. We're going to put a little bit of oil on the stone. I like to keep a paper towel or a napkin close to wipe my hands off on. And I'm going to take the knife and I'm going to hold it at an angle. And you can kind of, since you're looking at it this way, you can see about the angle that I'm holding it. Every person is going to hold the knife at a slightly different angle. And what you've got to learn to do to maintain that angle, you have to learn how to basically lock your wrist in one position. And I think that's the hardest thing for a beginner to learn, but it's really not that complicated. And the process we're going to do is we're going to sharpen one side of the knife until we can feel a burr on the other side. So that's what we'll start with. So we're going to start on the coarse side, and we're going to raise a burr. It won't take very long. Yep, we've raised a burr. Of course, you can't see it on the camera. Here's the side I just sharpened, and you can just see the new metal worn away here at the edge. And on the other side is not sharpened, but if I pull my finger this way across the blade, I can feel a burr that is catching the skin on my finger. Now I'm going to remove that burr, and I'm going to raise a burr on the other side of the knife. And what this burr tells me is that I have ground the first side of the bevel down to the other side of the blade. So now we're going to do the next side. Hey, and now we've raised a burr on the other side. So now we're going to switch to the fine stone. We're going to do the exact same thing again. Raise a burr. Turn it around. Raise a burr again. And now I'm going to very lightly take that burr off. And just feel till it's gone. Then I take the leather strap and further strop the burr off. And that's it. It's sharp. So this is a note card. As you can see. Now one thing with a kitchen knife too, you don't want to get a kitchen knife's blade too refined. That's why a butcher uses a steel. The best edge for a kitchen knife is to be actually a little bit rough, because you have a slightly serrated edge, and really works good in the kitchen. You can touch it up with a steel and keep going. I hope this helps somebody.